Hey there, I'm back. I have been all the way to Africa. I think the truth of that is still settling in for me. I, me, Susan C, has been all the way to Africa, to the beautiful country of Rwanda, and now I'm back. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what I saw and what I experienced and what I did. So I was there. It was a team of 11 women from America, and we were from different states. We attend different churches. Many of us did not know each other prior to this trip. Yet through this trip, sisterhood has been formed that's really difficult to explain. Each one of us came with our own unique gifts and talents. We had authors and speakers and life coaches. We had artists. We had people who had skill sets in nursing and healthcare. And we had those who just were amazing people at just the practical details, right? If the team had a need, someone else on the team was usually like, oh, I have that, I packed that, I have that with me, or I know how to handle that. And it just felt like every need of the group was met, and every person who was on the trip with us was supposed to be there. And then we got to go into this beautiful country of Rwanda. The country of 1,000 hills is how it's described, and it's so accurate. It's a beautiful, hilly place with some of the most generous and kind and welcoming people I have ever met. And we spent time, our entire focus was to go and have experiences with Rwandan women. And we did that in spades. Sometimes we would meet with either 2 or 3 different groups of women in one particular day. And we met with women who were the poorest of the poor, sometimes what we stereotypically see here in America as images of women in Africa, all the way up to women who have master's degrees and PhDs, who are in decision-making positions, really owning their gifts and their talents and using them for the benefit of their family and the benefit of other families in Rwanda. And then we met moms all in between on that spectrum. And we got to sit down with them. We got to have meals with them. We got to hear about their lives and share our lives with them. And it was an experience I don't think I'll ever forget. It is an experience that truly has changed me and transformed me and deepened my conviction to be of service to moms. And that means moms here in America and moms around the world, because I actually got to speak to a group of women while I was there. And I got to just share my heart. And I got to share with them how motherhood is not a hindrance to using the gifts and the skills that God has placed within you, but that it is just part of the seedbed of wisdom and experience that He uses for however that is expressed from each woman. It's not a hindrance to where you want to go. It's just part of the journey, and it's part of what enriches all that's within you. And they were so receptive to me. I got celebrated for being a mom of 7 children versus what I usually experience, where people are like, what? Why? What's going on? Why would you do that? They were like, yes, welcome. We're so excited you have 7 children. That's amazing. And it was just freeing and so welcoming, and to feel so accepted for such a real and integral part of my life. And I didn't think each day could get better on that trip, yet it did. And so I'm going to post some pictures on my website for you to just take in the beauty that is difficult for me to express in words, and moments that are difficult for me to express in words. And I want you to just take in those pictures and hopefully get a glimpse of what I was able to be a part of in being a part of this group of women who went over just to connect and have a cultural exchange with women from Rwanda. And we left them better. And even if we didn't, I know that each one of us came back better and more committed to living true to the roles and the spaces and the places that God has uniquely placed each one of us to serve. And I will just end this share of my experience with you by sharing one touching moment. And that was our very final day. The pastor from the ministry that we went to visit while we were there came to just debrief with us. And he prayed for us before we left to go to the airport. And in his prayer, he said a line that will stick with me. He said, "Their ancestors left this continent in chains, but their daughters return free." And in that moment, it just really crystallized the deep connection that I have to the continent of Africa. To be able to go back and visit and to see people who look like me everywhere. And yet to also recognize that there was a loss there, but there's also this opportunity of gain, of reestablishing connection in service of women, in service of moms. What a gift. So enjoy the pictures and just know that I'm forever transformed because of the people I met and the opportunity to go. And I thank each one of you who supported me financially to be able to go on that trip, and who prayed for me, and who encouraged me, and who are watching this video now. Know that I am all the more committed to being of service to moms around the planet. Bye for now.